Yo, what is going on YouTube? And we are finally back in Chali after taking 150 LP to Grandmaster. And I wanted to make a video on Kha'Zix and how to teamfight with Kha'Zix specifically because I've had a student on Kha'Zix and he didn't really know how to approach teamfights, and I've had similar concerns on how to teamfight with Kha'Zix, how to get a lead, how to play the mid game, and this is why I wanted to make a video to properly showcase how to play Kha'Zix. Alright, so we're gonna be analyzing some of the team fights that I had and how I'm approaching fights, my thought process when I'm approaching these fights, and see exactly like what I do. We're gonna take like a few examples. Here, I'm gonna explain like a few things. I do not have my ult, I do not have my E, but I do want to join the fight. Even if I had my E there, I would probably not use it because I have my smite up, I have my W, empowered W, so what I want to do is get as close as possible to Smolder, use my W, plus use my smites, and finish off this target, so I know for a fact that I'm gonna have my E back up, which I can use to assassinate like another target afterwards because I don't have my ult just yet. So let's see what I do and how I'm gonna approach this fight. So I'm gonna use my W as planned, get close to a Smolder, finish him off, and then afterwards jump onto the Viego in order to assist for the kill or even get the kill. So here, I'm gonna wait for Janna to get as close as possible. I know that she just used R in the previous fight, so her R is down, and she has to react in order to punish me. Like for example, I'm jumping, she has to instantly Q, which is of course really hard to do. So here, I'm just gonna jump on the Janna and execute her, and then I will fly back. Not fly back, but I will fall back because my cooldowns are going to be low and go in again. It's really important that you play with your cooldowns on Kha'Zix because you don't necessarily want to go too crazy. So let's see what I do. Jump on the Janna as planned. She's going to flash. Vladimir is going to go on me. I'm going to fall back. I have my Q back up. I'm going to do a little bit of damage. He flashes on the Aurelian Soul, manages to almost kill him here. I'm just gonna go around. I have my flash. I know that Vladimir has W, so instead what I'm gonna do is flash immediately so he can't react fast enough to me flashing here. And it's really important that you look at Janna's POV here, because if you say, oh, but this Janna is just bad, she could just Q you and then flash away, you also need to look at their perspective. And you'll see that if you're the Janna here, you'll see that it's really hard to react to Kha'Zix just jumping on you like that. Same thing for the Vladimir. You see like how I'm going in and out, playing with vision for as much as possible. Here he doesn't see me, I W and then flash away. So it's really interesting to see both POVs, because when you look at one POV, you're like, okay, but like this is not really impressive. But then you look at my POV and you see like how I'm playing with vision and how I'm surprising the opponents, despite them having abilities that could very easily cuck me if I try to go for a play, Vladimir W or Janna Q. And last but not least, because I have empowered E here, I'm gonna be playing a lot more aggressive because I can basically come scot-free, and I'm gonna show their POV so you see like how I'm going in and out, in and out, in and out, go for the Viego and GG's. So your job as Kha'Zix during teamfights is to really be a disruptor. You want to make them feel like, okay, we have to be up for ADC, but we don't know where Kha'Zix is because he just went invisible. You're going to use your cooldowns to go in and to go out, to go in and to go out, and always make sure that you're really playing around your abilities and your cooldowns. Because if you just jump into 4 targets, chances are like you will get punished fairly hard. Okay, game number 2, guys, and this is like another game, but this time against Hecarim, against Kai'Sa, against Sylas, against Rakan and Warwick. So here it's a lot harder because they have a lot of dueling power. They're very strong during team fights. They can lock me down fairly easily. So I just wanted to show you like how I'm actually approaching these fights. Here we can guess that Hecarim is here. Blitzcrank did an amazing Q. I W to Kai'Sa and finish off the Rakan. Pretty nice kill, and we do have priority on Drake, so we want to play for it as fast as possible. Fortunately, Aphelios is not helping us on Drake. But here, I really do want to be careful, right? Because at this point, I'm just looking at everything that's happening. And from what I can see is that there's Hecarim that's coming here, there's Kai'Sa, there's Rakan, there's Sylas. So I'm in danger here. I don't have my flash, so my only option is to either fall back here with my E or just run all the way here to go as far as possible from Hecarim, Rakan that's gonna jump into us, and Kai'Sa can follow up fairly easily. Sylas is also coming, so it is fairly dangerous for me to stay here. So I want to leave for as fast as possible, and let's see what I do. So here I'm just choosing to just leave, use my W for the slows. Rakan is gonna start ulting, Wing, and I get engaged by Hecarim, so it's a good little combo with Rakan and Hecarim engage. So I'm fully CC'd here. These guys are trying to kill or Blitzcrank, and that's completely fine because it does give me some time to recover from this. So I get engaged by that. So right now, like, your job as Kha'Zix, remember what I said, is being a disruptor. You want to make sure that you are disrupting a team fight, that you're focusing the high priority target. In this case, it's going to be Kai'Sa, and this is exactly what I'm going to do. So here, I'm going to use my ult. Kai'Sa is really close to me, so I can choose to just focus her. Rakan tries to peel for her, but I'm trying to, again, play for cooldowns. Try to fall back and wait for my cooldowns, because right now I'm like fairly useless. I can still use my W, but I want to make sure that my teammates are still getting something out of it. I try to focus the Hecarim, and I want to gather Sylas' attention, and I want him to go for me. Because even if I die, chances are my teammates are going to be killing those two people, and we'll come out on top from the team fight. So what's going to happen is that Sylas does choose to go for me. I'm going to dodge Rakan W and try to reposition towards my teammates in order not to die. Right now we're 4 people and there are only 2, so we have higher chance of winning this team fight. Unfortunately, Sylas does decide to go for me and I end up dying, but that's okay because we essentially get a 5-4-2, so we come out on top from this team fight. Again, same thing, guys, right? I'm gonna be playing like really far back. I'm gonna wait for an opportunity. Here you see we're just gonna go for the Warwick because he inted. I'm gonna be a disruptor once again. You see how I'm playing on the edge of the team fight. I'm not just jumping in blindly. Even if I have my ult, you know, my job is to be as annoying as possible. You want to be an insect, you want to be Kha'Zix. So I'm just gonna go in, use my smite on the Hecarim, and go for the high priority target, which is of course Kai'Sa. Right now she's slowed, so I can just jump on her. And again, she's trying to kite me, but I will just focus her for as much as possible. Right now I don't have my spells, so I'm just gonna fall back and try to survive. My teammates are able to clean up, because I did keep the Kai'Sa busy long enough, and we just get a W once again. And you see, like, I'm not necessarily like extremely fed, like I'm 9-5-11, but I'm doing my job properly. My job is to be as annoying as possible, keep Kai'Sa's attention for as long as possible. And again, here I'm looking at the team fight, I'm looking at what's happening. They kill the Rakan, so right now it's a really good opportunity for us to go for Baron. I try to go for the Kai'Sa once again. I do decide to go for the Sylas here because he's like lower HP. Try to kite from the Kai'Sa and get a kill on her. I don't have my cooldowns, so chances are I'm gonna die. But again, my teammates are doing a great job and they're really cleaning up fairly efficiently. And this is gonna be like one of the last team fights. And I just want you to keep a close eye on me and look exactly how I'm approaching this team fight. Again, always playing on the edge of the team fight. You see like how I'm not just jumping in, even though I could, right? I could just go in and, you know, try to get something done, but I don't have my what's it called? I don't have my isolation passive and I can't really just blindly jump in, so I'm gonna be as annoying as possible. You see, I'm gonna use my W, slow all of them, just play on the edge of the team fight, and once I see an opportunity, which I do here, I'm gonna use my ult and try to go for the Kai'Sa, jump on her, and kill her. Actually, I don't kill her because Sylas did an amazing E, so you're gonna see like the E in a second. So I'm just gonna replay it so you can keep a close eye on it, because you probably did not see it. So here, pick a close attention on the on the Silas, which did an amazing catch. So here I only died because Silas played amazingly, but my team is still able to clean up because we're just much stronger. Katarina is really doing an amazing job, and Jax is just crazy, like in the late game. And finally, the last team fight, we're gonna be playing for Elder Dragon. Of course, here we have priority, we have a control ward on Elder Dragon, and I'm gonna be as annoying as possible again and again. See, every single time, guys, the same exact game plan where I am going for the high priority target, but I'm not necessarily just going for rush plays. See, I'm keeping Kai'Sa's attention for long enough. My team is able to clean up other targets while I am doing my job, which is focusing the Kai'Sa here. So if you guys enjoyed this video or you have like any questions, make sure to leave that in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I will highly appreciate it. I also have a Discord server. If you're interested in getting coached, you can always hit me up. I'm free all day. See you guys. Bye bye.